All right. So the first model that I want to share with you is called print-on-demand e-commerce, right? This is the MCO model that you can build. It's not just low cost. I could even say it's going to be zero cost for you to get started because you don't need any inventory, right? Let me share with you what it is. It's selling printed products without any inventory, right? It's called print on demand on sale. So this is a huge opportunity that's happening in the US market. But what it is, basically, you sell products which is printed. Let's say a cup. I have some coffee that I bought earlier. So let's say a cup, a mug, and then you can print something on it and sell. So it could be like you print t-shirts, have a design there for moms, t-shirt for cat lovers, and so on. There's a huge market opportunity in the US for this right now. I mean, it has been around for many, many years. Even despite all the challenges that's going on, there's still a huge market for this in the US market. So let me share with you the next two important things here. The first one is the resource. So how do you do print on demand? For me, I use T-Launch previously. You can use tlaunch.com previously. So if you go to the website, it's all system, right? You don't need to pay for the software. It does all the delivery fulfillment for you and so on. So it's pretty amazing. So let's say if you know some design, you can do your design, you go inside the system, you put your design in the system, and then you choose what products you want to print it on. So for instance, you want to sell t-shirts. I'm just giving you an example. So if you want to sell t-shirts, you can have the design printed on the t-shirt and get this, right? And they will actually do the packaging and shipping, everything from you, and you don't have to deal with inventory. Is that awesome or what? That's called print on demand, right? So we use T-Launch in the past to sell t-shirts. I made pretty good money with that, but I kind of stopped because I find it a bit boring. I'm not really into this whole e-commerce stuff because I think selling physical products is just not my passion in that sense. I like to be in the education business, as in like I like to be a teacher to teach rather than selling products. But hey, if it is for you that you like to sell physical products without having inventory for the US market, you can do that. Now, the next question is that, what if I do not know how to design? That's all right, because you can hire designers on the internet. There are many freelance websites like freelancer.com, for instance. You go there, you can find, hey, you know who you want to hire? You can hire someone to do the design for you and own the rights to that design. So then you take the design, you go inside the website, you can put it inside there, and you're good to go. There are many different print-on-demand website systems available out there. I'm sharing tlaunch.com because that's the one that I've used before. I can teach you something that I've never used. Does that make sense? So how do you do this? So here's the thing. In this training, I'm going to share with you the model. I'm going to share with you the strategy. I'm not going to share with you how to build a website and so on, because we wouldn't have that kind of time, right? Because this is all about learning the $1 million idea. Because if you use one of these, chances are you can start something during this MCO period. So the opportunity to sell print-on-demand e-commerce products is, first, you got to find a niche and find a trend. So what do I mean by find a niche, find a trend? First, it has to be for a certain group of people. For instance, like to mothers, for instance, right? That is a niche market. To cat lovers, one niche market. To fitness folks, one niche market. To husbands, one niche market, and so on. And keep it very broad, very mainstream. Don't look for like really small niche market, like for instance, people who keep ants for ants, like A-N-T, ant, like, you know, keep ants as a pet. Don't do that, right? Because your market won't be big enough. Look for people who have cats as pets, dogs as pets, and so on. So find a niche market. And once you find a niche market, you got to ride on the trend. That is the secret to selling print-on-demand clothes or apparels. It could be t-shirts, it could be all kinds of products. Now, what is a trend? So you got to stay updated to what's happening right now. So to give you an example, right? Like in the US, with Donald Trump and Joe Biden, with the elections, so people will see opportunity there to print apparels or products that is related to Donald Trump, right? So for instance, there were people selling coins. Yes, coins, right? It's like a like something trivia for you to just keep coins with Donald Trump face on it, right? So that is like one way on how you sell print on demand products. So you must understand the nature of this, the advantage of this. What is this? Why this is different than the typical e-commerce? Because print on demand means that you can get your product printed on the same day itself, which means that it gives you the opportunity to go inside a hot trend, spot the opportunity, and the very same week start getting sales. Because you can find the opportunity, right? And then design it on the same day and put it up and start selling.